Work for major corporations, you know, if you're out for a year, what are they gonna do? They're gonna terminate you. I've seen it happen many times. You know, some of the people that work for me, it happened. So at 1 year point, you know, I wasn't ready to go back, wasn't healthy enough to go back. I could have. My doctor said he would do it, but I realized after talking with some friends and family, don't do it. So I didn't go back to work. Well, basically lost my job. So, you know, I'm on disability and all that kind of stuff, but still, there's a financial impact of being on disability. So finally, I moved past that point, and we just keep going in a cycle. It just seems like one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another, still no healing. And I asked the doctor, I said, doctor, you know, when does it ever stop? When does all this ever come to an end? He said, well, at some point, your immune system, your body just have to get along. When will that take? When will that happen? I don't know. How long will it take? I don't know. So I got into this cycle of problems happening, go to the hospital, go get treatment, go get this, that. And I'll tell you what, I grew weary. I did. That fire kind of dwindled. It's like a fire. You start a fire, you put a bunch of wood on it, and then after a while, if you don't keep stoking, you don't keep adding, what's going to happen? It dies down. And that's exactly what happened to me. And I could see it happening. I could feel it happening. The things that I love, I no longer love to do. I used to love to exercise, run, walk. Didn't really have a heart for that. Used to love to even read the Bible. Just didn't have a heart for that. Loved praise and worship music. Didn't have a heart for that. And I still knew God was going to do it, but it was just taking so long that I grew weary and I just couldn't. I just didn't see an end. It's just like, this is my new normal. This is the way my life is going to be. Now, a lot of this I have to share with people because I just don't. I want to complain. I share it with God, of course. I share a little bit with my wife, but I knew how I felt on the inside. And I knew it wasn't like I was in the beginning of the process. And then about 3 months ago, my doctors, they found a spot. There's always spots they find. And if they're diseased, they'll biopsy them. If they're diseased, they have to do something, radiation or something, to get rid of it. So about 3 months ago, there was this one spot. The doctor said, well, you need to do another PET scan among many scans. You do another PET scan to see if it's disease or not. And yeah, I said, okay, no problem. So he did a biopsy. And when I met with him later on, he said, well, Mr. Dowdy, the disease, with the biopsy, didn't show up as disease, it shows up as inflammation. And therefore, because we can't find any active disease in your body, we consider your cancer to be in what? In remission. That means after 22 years, 22, of dealing with this cancer, God has healed me. And I give God all the glory. It was so strange that when he told me, I kind of like, oh, okay. No jumping up and down, no running around. It was almost like being in shock, in disbelief, because I had been dealing with it so long. And then, like I said, I'd grown weary, and it just seemed like life was going to just be this way for such a long time. But God stepped in and healed me when I least expected it. But I had this great expectation. And now, that expectation was like delayed, but he did it right when I didn't expect it. And the reason that I asked people to invite others today is because at first, I was just going to share with Mount Calvary, my church family, and that was it. But then the Lord began to deal with me. And I was telling the Sunday school class this morning, the last few weeks, between the pulpits, Sunday school lessons, and Bible study, the Lord has been dealing with me on being what he has called me to be. Doing what he has called me to do. The disease was no accident. It was no mistake. God allowed it because of something he has to do in my life, a purpose, a work he has for me to do. And I realized that this purpose is bigger than Mount Calvary. And I know that there are people out here today, who are hurting. There are people here today who have grown weary. I know that Some of you have been dealing with issues, be it sickness or other things, for a very long time. Some of you need a message of hope. Some of you feel like you've forgotten that your situations, God has forgotten about. Nobody knows, nobody cares. People ask you, how are you doing? Like, yeah, I'm doing fine, and they don't really care about how you're really doing. I know, I felt that way. And then some of you need hope because there's no peace in your life. You don't have a peace about where you are, about where you're going, about what you're supposed to be doing in life. But I want to come here to say, I tell you today, there's a message of hope. And the message, whether you've been saved for 30, 40 years, 30 minutes, whether you've not saved at all, whether you've been rejecting Christ all your life, the message is the same. And that message is a message of hope that says, trust God. Trust God. No matter where you are, trust God. If you find yourself in that situation, trust God. Make Him the focal point of your love, of your trust. Because you know what? He'll never forget you. The Word says He'll never leave you nor forsake you. And it says if you call on Him, He will in no wise cast you aside. That means that He won't forget you. He won't just let you go. He will be your God. He wants to be your God. He wants to be your Lord. He wants to be your Savior. He wants to give you the same message of hope. I'm just a regular old guy. God has no respect of person. If He did it for me, that's right, He'll do it for you. Amen. Did it for Mother Holland? Where is she? He'll do it for you. Did it for Bishop Little John? He'll do it for you. He's done things for many of us. Healed us, delivered us, set us free. He'll do it for you. So my recommendation today is trust God. Because you're not here by chance. Amen. There's a reason that you are here today. And that's because you needed to hear this. Amen.